Fred, if you're real, you better tell me right now. If you're real, you better tell me right now. Damn it, Fred! Damn it!
$1 trillion. And now the market, oh, it went to zero. Yeah!
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent day today. Bitcoin is only on day number 3 of the monthly candle. It is November 3rd, right? However, we have seen a little bit of difficulty in the price action. In fact, we're putting in a bit of a doji on the month. Now, it is only day number 3. Nothing that we should be concerned about. We did, in fact, just put in the highest monthly candle of all time for Bitcoin. However, having a look here, you are noticing we are still being held down by this resistance. So I'm going to let you know exactly what I expect Bitcoin to do in the short to midterm. Also, we're going to go into some Ethereum analysis as well, continuing to break new all-time highs, as well as Polkadot, one of my favorite projects, also hitting an all-time high. And for everybody feeling like they missed the boat, they missed the pumps, well, in today's video, I'm also going to show you how to spot trends, one of the best tools you can use to find some of these altcoin gems, and we'll even go over a few potential examples as well in this video, as well as good news for the US, and I want to also discuss some institutional activity and where they are looking to focus their attention. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider it. And let's dive in and have a look at the chart. So as I showed you, we did in fact have the highest monthly candle close in Bitcoin's history. We are currently sitting slightly above that. The candle close was around the $61,200 level. We're sitting around almost 62,000 even. But that being said, do we still have a little bit of turbulence ahead? Because as I've been pointing out, remember originally we were looking at somewhat of a falling wedge. Now it does look a bit like a flag. We do have the potential, if we get the rejection right here, that Bitcoin could come all the way back down to the bottom of this level, retesting that $57,000 level for Bitcoin. I do think that would be very healthy. I would not be freaking out if Bitcoin went down to 57,000. In fact, it could be an excellent opportunity to put in a long if you are longing over on something like Bybit or Femex or PrimeXBT or something like that, right? Now, there is the possibility that we could fall, but here we have right here support, flipped resistance, flipped back into support again. This is a very, very, very strong level for Bitcoin. So I don't expect us to fall too much lower. If we do, obviously, tight stop losses, and then we could come back to this blue zone territory. But regardless, what I am seeing in this chart is a printout that pretty much resembles a bull flag that once we do have that breakout, I anticipate Bitcoin going probably up to about the $75,000 level before having any type of turbulence, the same way that you could see we had this down here. And if we actually go from the bottom, even if you want to go to the wick, to the breakout, that put us at about a 68% breakout from that level. So actually, I might be undershooting the price. We may actually go even higher than that. And now, obviously, guys, friendly reminder, if you are looking to trade, you can obviously do this over on Bybit, Femex, or PrimeXBT. 50% bonus if you use the code CryptoZombie. Okay, so check that out. Links in the description below. But I do want to talk about something that's happening right now, and that is the fact that the Bitcoin dominance, although it looked like it wanted to spring back, is continuing to actually fall lower. You can see right here when we got down to the absolute critical support of 40%, we bounced back up, meaning that Bitcoin was showing strength over the altcoins, but nevertheless, we have pulled back down again, which actually coincides with the fact that we have seen Ethereum putting in a massive, massive rally right here into its all-time high. And I also spoke about the fact that we did have this cup and handle on Ethereum. In fact, I actually had an opportunity to put in a small long right here. I didn't go too crazy on it, but that long is currently in profit. In fact, from just the breakout to where we are right now, that's about an 18% increase. So like I said, guys, if you are interested, definitely check out those links below. But talking about what is happening right now, we are seeing the cup and handle formation. We are seeing the resistance flip support. And if we go over to the absolute total 2 market cap, now these are all of the altcoins excluding Bitcoin, we also are following the massive cup and handle that I told you. And even though we haven't had an insane breakout, because keep in mind, this is basically a basket of all of the altcoins, we have in fact broke that neckline. This is extremely bullish. This is very positive for the altcoins as a whole. And this is exactly why a lot of people have been shifting their attention into the altcoins, whether it be meme coins or metaverse tokens, because actually, as you can see right here, for example, Sandbox, which, by the way, guys, was a project that I brought to you at the absolute beginning. If you remember, I told you about Sandbox. This was last year. It now hit an all-time high, up 34% today. And why is this happening? It's happening because of the metaverse. Everybody's freaking out over Facebook. And just to prove to you that it's not just crypto, Microsoft is introducing a more fun working environment experienced by announcing the 3D avatar setting that you'll be able to use that will immerse you into these digital meetings. They're going to use artificial intelligence so that, your mouth will move while you're talking. So people are not just going to be sitting in these boring, meetings. They're essentially going to be in a digital world, right? Virtual reality, augmented reality. Also, Nike is doing the same thing. They have metaverse shoes that they're going to be selling virtual apparel. I mean, imagine a world where now Nike doesn't even have to make shoes. They could just sell digital shoes for people to wear. So anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is clearly we have seen these different things, right? We've seen layer ones absolutely skyrocketed. Anything DeFi skyrocketed, right? We had yams and potatoes, right? Absolutely just blow off tops on these projects. And then we moved into the meme coins as well as the metaverse. Now look, if you use CoinGecko, which I highly, highly recommend you do, this is my favorite data aggregator when it comes to finding tokens, coingecko.com. And all you got to do, it's so easy. You just go right here, okay, to categories. And if you scroll down, you can see smart contract platforms, which in my opinion are some of the safest things to invest in, okay? Exchange tokens, DeFi, stable coins. Now look, if we scroll down here, you can see, here you go, Polkadot ecosystem, meme tokens, okay? But we do know that the metaverse seems to be the hot topic for today. And would you look at that? 665%. Look at that on the daily. Also noticing that gaming is doing quite high at around 41% as well. So basically you just click on the metaverse and here you go. Axie Infinity, Decentraland, look, the Sandbox engine. So you can go down here. Now here's a good example. So obviously UF Gaming, if we were to click on that and compare that to Starlink. So UF Gaming, right here, you can see, welcome to the dark metaverse. The truth is out there. So a similar token would be Starlink, right? Now, if you look at the market caps, so this is a $600 million market cap. Now, if we go over to Starlink, Starlink is a $438 million market cap. So this looks like Starlink has a little bit more to pump to catch up to UFO, right? So UFO was the one that was sort of in the spotlight. We're still dealing with the metaverse in the sense of Starlink. It's the first 100% community-owned decentralized virtual space project, okay? I know all of these may sound silly, but at the end of the day, if you're following the trend and you want to allocate that 1% of your portfolio, this is where you can look. You can also look into other projects like, for example, Rainicorn. This is one that I actually had on my radar, Rainy. This is only at a $65 million market cap right here. And you can see that they're dealing with the Rainiverse, an evolving ecosystem. Lots of buzzwords. Please do your own research. But, Rainicorn is something that I would be looking into. Very low cap, still kind of deals with NFTs, still kind of deals with metaverse, right? By the way, guys, everything I'm talking about right now is just for fun. I'm just giving you examples. I'm not telling you to invest in this, but this is how you can do your research by finding those categories over on CoinGecko, for example. You've also seen Arcona. Now look at Arcona, guys. This is an even lower cap. 26 million right here. Arcona is dealing with the X-Reality Metaverse, the world's first operator to provide augmented reality cloud access across the globe, et cetera, et cetera. So, you can read this, you can look into it, you can own land. I'm not here to shill any of these projects, but here's one that, you're talking at this market cap right here. This could be a good project to potentially get into before it really explodes. In fact, it's actually down today a little bit, and we do know that you want to buy the dips, so Arcona could be one to certainly keep on your radar. And like I said, if you wanted to also look into meme coins, you can come down here, have a look at some meme coins. So talking about some, coins that are memes that people are interested in. We know Dogecoin, we know Shiba Inu, and now we can look down here. So you have Elon, right? Elon. They also have another one down here, which is Floki. Floki is actually what Elon Musk actually named his Shiba Inu dog. So everything's coming full circle right here. Now, I don't have the official market cap, but I can tell you that the 24-hour trading volume is pretty massive on this for a meme coin. So if you were looking to essentially gamble, which is what you're doing, you're essentially gambling, then, Floki would be something that maybe you'd want to hold in your portfolio, right? It's got the Shiba Inu vibe. It's got the Elon Musk vibe. It's a meme token. And also, actually, not to talk about Floki, but apparently Floki is looking to do something pretty positive. So, yeah, I mean, if you come down here and you see what they're doing, they're apparently supposed to be more than just a meme token. They are an NFT gaming metaverse known as Valhalla, NFT merchandise marketplace known as Floki Places, and content education platform. I'm pretty sure one of them on here was looking to solve world hunger or something like that. So I know today's video is a little bit random. You're probably like, what are you talking about today? What kind of a video is this from CryptoZombie? It's a kind of video that I'm trying to just show you if you want to get ahead of the curve, you want to get into some of these projects, that's how you can find them. Look for lower market caps, things that have not pumped 100, 500, 5,000% yet, and obviously go with the trends. Now, getting back though to the original, you should not be putting 50% of your, allocation or your portfolio into these meme coins. It's a crazy risk, but there was a guy who just lost his complete life savings on that squid token. It was all over the news yesterday, and he lost everything. He lost everything he had because he put it all into the squid game token. So invest in those layer ones. Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, right? Those are real projects looking to actually solve real world issues, right? We obviously have Bitcoin, the store of value. We have Ethereum, Chainlink, oracles. Those are things that we're going to need to get the data in and out of the world, right? So you have to have a way to actually get the data from the real world into the blockchain or the metaverse or whatever you want to call it. So obviously, just wanted to make this video. Lots of people are asking me about meme coins and all this other stuff. I don't want to really harp on it too much, but that's how I would do my research. I would essentially just go over, have a look and do your own research. Find a project that you like. Find something that you're interested in, but just remember not to throw all your capital into it. And so actually I wanted to talk about this video. This is a side note. Just please understand, I'm not shilling any of that, but I'm letting you know if I was doing research, that's where I would start. That's how I would look. And if I wanted to make the biggest bang for my buck, I would try to find something similar to something that's already done well, but with a much lower market cap because there's clearly more room for gains. And be safe out there. Rug pulls are a thing. So Mike McClone was over here. He was on The Margin, which is a show, and he was talking about the fact that these big institutions, we were discussing the fact that Bitcoin has become more stable, and actually the lack of stability of Bitcoin has been enticing to a lot of these big investors, right? They like the fact that it's pumped, but it's remained stable. It's showing stability, and the majority of these guys are focusing currently right now on Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is why I always say, those are the safe bets. And, just speaking about something crazy right now. So we officially have Mayor Francis Suarez of Miami saying that he would like to receive his next paycheck in Bitcoin. His announcement came as a reply to the crypto proponent and investor Anthony Pompliano, who asked who is going to be the first American politician to accept their salary in Bitcoin. According to the Miami Herald, the mayor's yearly salary is about $187,500, which at the moment is about 3 Bitcoin. So I wonder whether or not he will actually be accepting it. And also, we finally have Aaron Rodgers. Not sure if you guys saw this. He's obviously the
Bitcoin to go down. But markets
need to pause that for a second. He is the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, and he partnered with Cash App, and this is what he actually had to say. I don't know if you guys saw this or not.
Bitcoin to the moon. That's why I'm pumped to share that I've recently teamed with Cash App. They have enabled me to take part of my NFL salary in Bitcoin for the very first time. Bitcoin is a new concept and can be intimidating. So to make it more accessible to my fans, I'm giving away $1 million worth of Bitcoin right now. All you have to do is drop your cash tag below, and we can go to the moon together. Cheers.
So there you go. You can drop your tag and maybe get some money. And by the way, look at this, guys. Zillow is shutting down. Not sure if you guys knew about what Zillow was doing. They were basically inflating the market. They would buy a bunch of houses, and then they would buy another one at an inflated price, and then they would say, oh, see, look, people are paying more, but it was actually them that was behind it the whole time. So yeah, interesting conspiracy over on Zillow. Nothing to do with crypto, but I just noticed this right here. But that is it for me today, guys. Today was a little bit of a random video. I know, sometimes we have to have these types of videos. Tomorrow, we might be perfectly structured and to the point. Today, a little more flowy, just having some fun. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. Things get a little bit crazy over here, especially in the US, now becoming one of the biggest mining. Oh, did I not mention this? Oh my goodness, I wanted to mention this. So did you guys see that the US has now captured about 35% of the Bitcoin network hash rate, which is also something I just wanted to kind of throw in on the end. So sorry, China, you snooze, you lose. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. If you guys enjoyed this random video, I don't know, drop a comment. What's going on? If not, well, tomorrow's a new day. I love you guys. You're awesome. Be safe out there. Don't be throwing the whole portfolio into these meme coins, but they are fun to play with. Let's be honest. It is kind of fun to buy a little bit of them here and there and see what happens, but we will be getting back to some serious topics tomorrow. I'll be showing you some legit projects, with hardworking teams behind them that could potentially have some, big upside as well. So that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every single day. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And if you haven't seen these videos popping up right here, right now, take your finger, click them, check them out. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.